Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever can be. You are divine, infinite love. You are divine, infinite truth. You are divine, infinite source. Welcome, 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 and good evening. I am here in Castellammare del Golfo, Sicily, at a beautiful, I guess we would call it a craft show. It happens every year, except it didn't happen last year. And they have health products. It kind of reminds me of the psychic fairs I used to do back home. That's why I'm here, because I'm the only tarot card reader. And this is the card I pulled this evening. Oh my gosh, Death. My favorite card, really. It is my favorite card. So let me talk about death for a minute. First of all, there is no death. Yes, there is no death. I got it. There's no death. And secondly, death is simply a change of form. It's also a transformation, and it can be best served by making it a transmutation. So that's really what we're at right now, a death, okay? So anyone that knows me, I've been very, very active since I've been in Italy during this COVID thing. I've had my accounts taken over, so I just talk about I've been a very, vocal, but obviously we're not able to do that so much in this new world of storytelling. So I will tell you a story about being an infinite human, and my website is infinitehuman.com if you want to hear more about this. But I will say that on the spiritual side of things, this has been a new beginning, okay? Because death is the end and a new beginning. And the new beginning really is up to us. What kind of new beginning do we want to create? Italians around me. So, as we see the world, the finite world as we know it, I always encourage everyone to create an infinite new world. Infinite. Kiki, come here. It's crazy. It's Friday night here, so what kind of world do you want to create? Now, do you want to create one full of fear? One full of dis-ease? One full of division? Because I see a lot of that happening now with a lot of the awakening, with a lot of the disclosure happening. It's become almost weaponized to divide and conquer us. So I think it's time for everyone to do their own research. Like I said, I think everyone needs to think and feel, because our feelings also help guide us intuitively. So we need to use both our brains and our intuition to determine what is really happening, where we want to be on this planet right now, what we want to be doing. And I think we need to rise above the duality, even though that might be the first stage to want to speak your truth, and we should always do that. But then you need to embody it and be in your truth and take action and start navigating the world the way you want to, once you are aware of what is going on and what you want to be part of and what you don't want to be part of. And those that don't want to be part of the accepted narrative, the collective, those are the builders of the new earth. Those of you, if you can hear my voice, if you're in the sound of my voice, will be helping to die, probably inside of yourself too. You will be breaking down the darkness, the shadow self, transmuting it inside of you and also in the world around you. And this is a call for us all to begin to break down and put to death all that no longer serves us in the higher frequencies of the infinite new earth, or the fifth dimension, or whatever, fourth density, whatever you want to call it. But we are creating that moment to moment with our thoughts. So it's very important to be aware of your thoughts, to be spiritually mature. The first phase you might go through, which I know I went through, was this isn't right, this isn't fair, don't do it, I will fight, to the death, which of course is part of the awakening process and part of realizing what is going on and how really dark and dirty things can be on this planet of ours. And then embodying the truth and being it and making a difference, doing it differently, creating things outside. If you don't like the system, create something outside of it. It's like being a teenager at first. When you first you're a child and you do whatever you're told and you follow your parents' butt and do it the way your parents did. Then you become a teenager and you think your parents are the most uncool things ever. So you don't want to have anything to do with them, and you usually are very rebellious. No, I'm not going to do that. And we've all been there if we're healthy, and of course some people haven't. But if you do that, that's part of learning who you are. And then when you get older, hopefully with the rites of passage, with time, you begin to decide who you are, and you decide to make your own decisions. So if you're following the accepted narrative, or if you're following even the narrative of the rebellious, you're just as mind controlled too, because if you believe everything that somebody else believes, if you fit within some kind of definition of a group, oh, I believe this, and this, then you have not accomplished the goal of thinking for yourself. You're still stuck in the teenager years.